The economic and technological evolution of China. From the last century to today, China, one of the world's oldest civilizations, has undergone a remarkable transformation over the last century. Once primarily an agrarian society struggling under imperialism, civil war, and foreign occupation, it has emerged as a global economic powerhouse and a leader in technological innovation. The journey from poverty and isolation to being a key player on the global stage is not just a story of economic success, but also a tale of how China has leveraged its rich historical traditions while embracing modern technological advancements. This essay traces the economic and technological evolution of China from the early 20th century to the present day, focusing on the key turning points, policies and innovations that have shaped its development. Early 20th century, decline and turmoil. In the early 1900s, China was struggling under the weight of imperialism, internal conflict and poverty. The Qing dynasty, which had ruled for over 2 centuries, was on the verge of collapse. In 1911, the last emperor, Puyi, was overthrown in the Xinhai Revolution, and the Republic of China was established under Sun Yat-sen. However, the republic was marred by political instability, warlordism, and foreign intervention. The First Sino-Japanese War, 1894-1895, and the Boxer Rebellion, 1899-1901, were major events that further weakened China's economy and infrastructure. By the early 20th century, China was largely an agrarian society with limited industrialization. Technological advancement was slow, and much of the country remained isolated from the industrialized world. To 1949 and 1978, the era of communism and isolation. The Chinese Civil War, which ended in 1949, marked the beginning of communist rule under the leadership of Mao Zedong. The establishment of the People's Republic of China, PRC, represented a dramatic shift in the country's direction. Under Mao's leadership, China embarked on a series of ambitious plans to modernize and industrialize the country, but many of these initiatives had mixed results. The Great Leap Forward, 1958-1962. Mao's Great Leap Forward aimed to rapidly industrialize China by collectivizing agriculture and promoting large-scale infrastructure projects, such as the construction of steel furnaces in rural areas. The policy was a failure, leading to widespread famine and the deaths of an estimated 20 million people. China's technological development stagnated during this period, and the country's agricultural output was severely affected. The Cultural Revolution, 1966-1976. The Cultural Revolution, initiated by Mao to solidify his ideological control, led to widespread political upheaval, the destruction of cultural and intellectual heritage, and a disruption of any remaining economic and technological progress. Many universities and research institutions were closed, and thousands of intellectuals and professionals were persecuted. During this period, China's technological progress slowed considerably, as resources were diverted to political campaigns rather than industrial or scientific development. 1978-2000, reform and opening up. After Mao's death in 1976, his successor Deng Xiaoping began to shift China's economic and technological trajectory. In 1978, Deng introduced a series of reforms known as the Reform and Opening Up policy. These reforms were designed to modernize China's economy by introducing market-oriented reforms while maintaining the Communist Party's political control. This period marked the beginning of China's rapid transformation into a global economic and technological powerhouse. The shift to a market economy. Deng's economic reforms included the decentralization of economic planning, the introduction of market mechanisms, and the encouragement of foreign investment. Special economic zones, SEZs, were established in cities like Shenzhen, which were designed to attract foreign capital and technology. This shift from a centrally planned economy to a more market-driven one laid the foundation for China's future economic growth. By the mid-1980s, China had embraced aspects of capitalism, allowing for private enterprise and the development of a labor force capable of meeting the demands of global trade. At the same time, China maintained its commitment to a strong central government and state-owned enterprises in key sectors, such as energy and telecommunications. The result was an economic model that blended market forces with state control, which proved to be highly effective. Technological advancements. During the 1980s and 1990s, China began to embrace technological advancements that were critical for its economic growth. The government made significant investments in infrastructure, including the development of transportation networks, highways, ports and airports, and telecommunications. The 1990s saw China begin to manufacture low-cost goods that could be exported around the world, driving the country's integration into the global economy. China's entry into the World Trade Organization, WTO, in 2001 was a key moment in this process, cementing its role as the world's factory. The country became the largest producer of electronics, textiles, and other manufactured goods. In addition to low-cost labor, China's focus on education and technological know-how allowed it to gradually transition from simple assembly operations to higher-value manufacturing and even R&D. 2000 present, becoming a global leader in technology and innovation. China's economic transformation over the last 2 decades has been nothing short of extraordinary. With sustained double-digit GDP growth for much of the 21st century, China has become the second largest economy in the world, behind only the United States. Technologically, China has transitioned from being a copycat of Western innovations to a global leader in key areas such as telecommunications, artificial intelligence, AI, and renewable energy. The rise of the tech giants. In the 2000s, China's internet economy began to take off, with companies like Alibaba, Tencent, Baidu, and Huawei becoming global players. These companies capitalized on the rapid rise of e-commerce, social media, and mobile technologies to dominate both the Chinese market and expand internationally. Alibaba's rise to prominence, for instance, changed the way people shop in China, while Tencent's WeChat became a central part of daily life for millions of people. Huawei, one of China's flagship telecommunications companies, became a leader in 5G technology, competing directly with Western firms like Ericsson and Nokia. Despite facing international scrutiny, particularly from the United States, Huawei's success in developing cutting-edge telecom equipment has positioned China at the forefront of the global technological race. Innovation in artificial intelligence and robotics. China has made significant strides in artificial intelligence, robotics, and machine learning. The government has set ambitious goals to make China the global leader in AI by 2030. Chinese companies such as Baidu, Alibaba, and Tencent have invested heavily in AI research and development, particularly in areas like natural language processing, facial recognition, and autonomous vehicles. China's government also plays a key role in shaping its AI strategy, integrating technological innovation with national policy goals. In robotics, China has become the world's largest market for industrial robots, with industries ranging from manufacturing to healthcare adopting automation at an accelerated rate. The country's emphasis on robotics and AI has led to innovations in both industrial applications and consumer technology, helping China maintain its competitive edge in global manufacturing. The Belt and Road Initiative, BRI, and technological diplomacy. Launched in 2013 by President Xi Jinping, the Belt and Road Initiative, BRI, is China's ambitious global infrastructure and investment program. It aims to build a network of trade routes connecting Asia, Africa, and Europe, and in doing so, extend China's economic influence across the globe. The BRI has also facilitated the export of Chinese technology, from telecom infrastructure to renewable energy solutions, solidifying China's position as a technological exporter. The BRI is closely tied to China's ambitions to shape the global technological landscape. By providing funding and technology to developing nations, China is not only expanding its economic reach, but also positioning itself as a key player in the global technology sector. Green energy and sustainability. One of the most significant areas of technological growth in China is in green energy. As the world's largest emitter of carbon dioxide, China has faced increasing pressure to address its environmental impact. In response, China has become the global leader in the production and adoption of renewable energy technologies, such as solar panels, wind turbines, and electric vehicles, EVs. Chinese companies like BYD and CATL are at the forefront of the global EV revolution, manufacturing electric cars and batteries for both domestic and international markets. China's commitment to green energy is also reflected in its investments in nuclear power, hydropower, and energy-efficient technologies. The role of 5G and future technologies. China has also been a leader in the development and deployment of 5G networks. With companies like Huawei leading the charge, China is pushing forward with 5G technology, which promises to revolutionize industries ranging from telecommunications to healthcare, transportation, and beyond. By adopting 5G early, China is positioning itself as a global leader in next-generation technologies. Conclusion: a new global power. From a nation ravaged by poverty, war, and foreign occupation, China has become a global economic and technological powerhouse. Over the past century, China has navigated political upheavals, economic reforms, and technological revolutions to emerge as a leader in both global trade and technological innovation. Today, it stands as a nation that has mastered the art of blending tradition with progress, balancing a rich cultural heritage with cutting-edge technologies. Looking ahead, China's path is clear. It aims to continue its rise to global leadership, not just in manufacturing, but in high-tech fields like AI, biotechnology, and space exploration. As China continues to invest in its technological and economic future, its journey over the past century serves as a testament to the resilience and ingenuity of its people. The 21st century will likely be defined by the growing influence of China as it leads the world in both economic and technological innovation. Like, subscribe, and see you in the next country.